Are you planning to study abroad but feeling discouraged by news such as Canada capping its study abroad visas at 3.6 lakhs or Australia study visa application fee suddenly increasing by 125%? Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into a pressing issue that's impacting thousands of international students just like you around the world. Many countries are increasing the visa application fees and setting limits on the number of international students they accept. Even more concerning, the visa rejection rates are on the rise. Why is this happening? And what does it mean for you? We will cover all the recent trends and the short-term as well as long-term impacts of all these changes. Stay tuned as we break it down. I love data. It resolves misinformation. Let's talk to experts, analyze news, and smartly plan your study abroad journey. Hello aspirants, welcome to Videshi Chai. First, let's look at the current scenario in a few of the study abroad destinations to help you paint a picture of the increasing visa-related costs, visa rejections, and yet a good inflow of international students in these countries. According to the data released by the Department of Home Affairs, Australia saw a record high of over 7 lakh international students as of September 2023. Now, this is a proud milestone for the Australian education system, reflecting its growing recognition worldwide. However, an excessive inflow of students can also lead to certain challenges, which we'll discuss later in this video. On the other hand, from January through April 2024, about 74,000 study visas were granted to offshore applicants, representing a nearly 30% decline from the 104,000 visas granted during the same period in 2023 in order to control the inflow. To further filter out genuine applicants, the visa fees for international students will double from July 1st. Currently, the fees is $710 Australian and will rise nearly to $1,600 Australian dollars. We've already discussed this in one of our recent videos, which you can find by clicking the I button. Moving on to Canada. For 2024, the cap is expected to result in approximately 3.6 lakh approved study permits, which is a decrease of 35% from 2023. The rules for post-graduation work permit have also been made stricter, which will significantly impact the number of study permits issued. Now, let's talk about the United Kingdom. The latest visa updates for 2024 are causing significant changes. There has been a 27% drop in applications, and new policies include family visa ban and stricter graduate visa criteria. The graduate route visa is currently under review by the Migration Advisory Committee following Rishi Sunak stepping down as PM, making it more challenging to navigate the UK's education landscape. Finally, let's consider New Zealand. It welcomed over 69,000 international students in 2023. However, in the first 4 months of 2024, New Zealand has processed over 5,000 visa applications from India and rejected about 2,000 of them, which is 45%. So why are these changes happening? There are several factors at play here. Integrity of the immigration system is the first factor. Countries like Australia and Canada are enhancing their visa processes to combat fraudulent activities and ensure that only genuine students gain entry. Australia has increased its visa fees and implemented more stringent measures to verify the legitimacy of applications so as to eliminate exploitation and fraud within its educational sector. Similarly, Canada has introduced enhanced verification processes for letters of acceptance and a new framework for recognizing institutions that provide excellent services to international students. The second factor is managing public infrastructure. The influx of international students places a significant strain on public resources such as housing, healthcare, and educational services. This has led countries to cap the number of study permits issued, just like Canada, which has implemented a 2-year intake cap to stabilize growth and reduce the strain on its public infrastructure. The UK has also introduced measures to reduce net migration by restricting the ability of international students to bring dependents and limiting pathways for student visas to work visas. Lastly, ensuring genuine applicants is another crucial factor. By increasing visa fees and tightening eligibility criteria, countries aim to filter out non-genuine applicants who might use student visa route as a backdoor for migration. Australia's significant visa fee hike the UK's revised visa policies and the New Zealand's stringent scrutiny of student visas are just measures designed to prevent misuse of the visa system while still supporting the respective international student education strategies. Now, in the short term, these changes have several impacts on international students. Firstly, the increased visa fees and stricter application processes will pose financial challenges. Students may need to allocate more funds for their visa applications and prove higher financial stability to meet the new requirements. This could delay or challenge some students from applying, as they may need to secure additional financial support or reassess their budgets. However, this also means that students who do get through will likely be more prepared and financially stable, which should lead to a better overall experience once they arrive. Secondly, the stricter postgraduate work permit criteria, particularly in Canada and the UK, may cause students to reconsider their study destinations based on their long-term career plans. While the intention is to filter out non-genuine applicants, it might also dissuade potential students who see post-study work opportunity as a crucial part of their education investment. On a positive note, those who do meet the new criteria will have clearer and more secure pathways to work opportunities and possibly permanent residency, which can be seen as a more stable and transparent process in the long run. Lastly, the reduced number of visas and new application caps, as seen in Canada, might increase competition amongst applicants, making it more challenging for some to secure a spot. Now, this could lead to a more selective intake process, potentially improving the overall quality and readiness of the incoming students. While this may seem initially discouraging, it also means that educational institutions will be able to provide more focused and robust support to students who are admitted, enhancing their academic and social experiences. But what about the long-term impacts? Surprisingly, there could be some benefits. Firstly, the emphasis on filtering out non-genuine applicants will improve the overall quality and reputation of the educational environment. By admitting only committed and qualified students, institutions can better allocate resources, leading to enhanced support services, improved infrastructure, and more personalized faculty attention. This quality-focused approach will provide a richer educational experience. Secondly, tightened eligibility criteria and increased visa fees will likely lead to a more committed and motivated student body. Students who overcome these initial hurdles are likelier to be more serious about their studies and future careers. This will foster a more driven and focused academic community, encouraging higher academic performance and greater collaboration among students. In the long run, graduates from these institutions will have a stronger academic background and better employability, enhancing their career prospects globally. Lastly, the reforms aimed at improving the integrity of the immigration systems will provide a clearer and more transparent pathways for students aspiring to work and settle in these countries post-graduation. For instance, Canada's new verification processes and recognized institution framework will ensure that students are better protected against fraud and exploitation. This creates a more secure and supportive environment for international students, leading to higher satisfaction and better outcomes in terms of employment and permanent residency opportunities. Similarly, Australia's measures to end the visa loopholes and enhance the quality of its vocational training sector will ensure that students receive a high education standard that is valued by employers. Additionally, these policy changes are likely to lead to improved public perception and support for international students within the host countries. By addressing concerns over public infrastructure and migration levels, governments can build a more welcoming and sustainable environment for international education. This will foster a more inclusive and supportive society where international students are valued for their contributions to the economy and cultural diversity. To sum up, while increasing visa fees and rejection rates present significant challenges for international students, it also comes with potential long-term benefits like improved education quality and job prospects. Whether these changes are ultimately beneficial or harmful will depend on how they are implemented and how students and institutions adapt. It will also depend on your intention as well as your effective planning to pursue higher education abroad. What do you think about these changes? Do you believe they will benefit international students in the long run? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more updates and analysis on this topic.